this is my therapy mood vlog about quitting my job. And as you can see, I emptied out the back seat of my car. I'm gonna get this hand washed and cleaned when I get that fixed. So I ended up getting sideswiped a few weeks ago, and I'm getting it fixed on Tuesday now that I have time to get it fixed. So before I had my day job, which was working at a mental health agency as a school-based therapist, and then I had my private practice, which I was building, and I also had the therapy online platforms that I do therapy on. So I had no time to relax most of the time. So a couple weeks ago, I quit my job. My last day was last Tuesday, and now I'm just freeballing it out here on my own. And so I thought I would do like an office tour and let you guys see my office. And this whole thing, even though it looks messy, well, it always look messy, but whatever, is amazing. I went to the beach last night and I opened the back and I just laid back there and watched the new Cosmos that's on Hulu. Yes, I know Neil deGrasse Tyson has some stuff going on with him and sexual assault, but I wanted to see the Cosmos, and I wanted to see the new season. So, you know, I'm just trying to take in the art and not let the negativity ruin that for me, and the science, because I like science. So it was amazing though. Like, you just lay back there and it's amazing. I never used it before because it was always full of my toys and games for clients and shit like that. Now I don't need those things, and I have an office if I do. So yes, come along with me and see my new office. Hey guys, so this is my office. This is my space that I cultivated for clients. It's mine. I feel some type of way sometimes because I have imposter syndrome. So quitting my job was very difficult for me, mentally, emotionally, things like that, just because I had those questions running through my mind of, can I do this? Is this possible? But I've been getting steady clients, so that's been really great. And now I can kind of organize and schedule my week the way I wanted to, instead of having to work. Basically, I was working every day, and then sometimes I would just find times at night on the weekend to try and record these videos for you guys. And so it was a lot. So that's why sometimes it was late. Sometimes I would be up until like 3 or 4 in the morning, making sure that the editing was okay. And so sometimes that would be why the editing was off. Trying not to drink, especially on the therapist tips and reviews videos, trying not to drink too much, because I literally would start the video like at midnight, and then I would do the video in like 30-40 minutes, and then the editing would take hours, and I would be, if I drank too much, then I would be too drunk to actually edit the video. So I would try not to have too much alcohol in my drinks. But yeah, I mean, this has been a lot. This has been a lot of work. This has been a lot of, I think I started planning my private, well, I've started, let me scroll back. I started planning my private practice since 9th grade, when I sat in class one day and I was like, I'm scared of being homeless. It's always been a fear of mine. So basically, I was sitting in class in 9th grade and realized this is high school. All this stuff counts. All of it matters. And so since it all matters and it all counts now, I need to make sure I do pretty damn good in this bitch so I can have a good career. And I would catastrophized various different ways I could end up homeless. So I was just like, okay. And the reasons why is because I'm a germaphobe. I feel like, that is when I'm going to be completely at a loss and abandoned and alone if I was homeless. There was a lot of just mental health shit that goes into my fear. And so I made sure to just sit and think about what I wanted, and I based it off of my personality. So I was like, okay, I need something flexible because I hate sitting in class all day, so I'm going to hate sitting in an office all day. I need something where I'm the boss because I don't like being told what to do, obviously. I need something where I'm nosy, not nosy in a gossipy way, but nosy in a, I want to know things about why people do the things they do and what if they do and stuff like that. And then just knowing is enough for me. I don't need to tell anybody. And then I want to know why. Why do people do the things that they do? And I also enjoyed science and stuff like that. And this was the only science that didn't involve math. Well, except for statistics, but I don't know if I want to do a research project one day. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? And then all of those accumulated into being a therapist. And I was like, oh, see, I could do that. I like talking to people and helping people and, knowing things about people and understanding why the mind does such and such and what not. So, yeah, since 9th grade, I've been planning this. But since 2017, when I got my license, is when I started just steadily working towards getting clients. Started out going to people's houses. That's how my private practice started. I started going to people's houses because at my agency job, I was a school-based therapist, and that's what we would do, is we would go to the school, see the client, and then during the summer, our winter breaks, we would go to their homes and see them at home. So I was like, I'm cool with going to people's houses, and most of the people that I came across were pretty chill, until one day, this guy calls me, and it was kind of creepy, and it was weird. It was like he kept changing the address and stuff, or where he wanted to meet, and that was put a fire under my ass to just sublease an office. Like the very next day after he called me, I was looking on Craigslist and I subleased an office. And then as soon as I told him that I was only seeing clients at my office, he decided not to respond back. So, I feel like I dodged a bullet from almost damn near dying, and that was Jesus. Praise his holy name. But anyway, so I went from subleasing that office for like a year to maybe 2 years. 17. No, I think I subleased it in 2018. So 2018, 19, and then I subleased another office at the beginning of 2020 because I wanted a room with windows, and because the room that I had didn't have windows, and the fluorescent lights were at the top, and it was like, just made me feel all types of ways. It was nothing wrong with the office. I just was tired of the little square box. And I subleased an office earlier this year, and then the pandemic happened, and the people that were subleasing that office as well dropped out, I guess, and they couldn't make the rent. So they told me a month in advance. So then I had to scramble to find my own place. And so I finally found this little space that just feels like home right now, even though sometimes, I don't know why, but sometimes the hallway smells funny. And so, I have all these candles in here. Right now I have the autumn flavored candles. So the ones on the table over there is pumpkin spice, and the one over there is macaroons or something. But it's making me really like candles. So, usually I don't have all of these lights on. Usually I see clients during the day. I don't tend to see them at night. But, sometimes I might eventually end up seeing a client at night. I mean, the time is going to change. I don't know why they don't cut daylight savings time during the fucking pandemic, but whatever. So yeah, there's a lot of anxiety. There's a lot of stress. Half the time I don't know what I'm doing. I bill insurance, and that was a struggle to understand what the fuck I was doing when I first started doing that. But I mean, I've gotten to a little bit of a steady pace now, and I don't feel as scared or nervous as I did when I first started. So yeah, it took me a while to be able to bill insurance too. I didn't reapply, because I applied once in 2019 and they didn't accept me, and then I applied again in 2020 and then they accepted me. But I think it's part of because of the pandemic and everybody was rushing to get a therapist. So yes. So yeah, maybe I'll film more videos in here as I have more free time. It'll probably just be on the GoPro because I don't feel like bringing the whole camera, I don't feel like doing all of that. So yeah, this is my little space. I hope you enjoyed seeing what it was about, and be brave. I guess I'll leave you guys with that. Be brave. Even if you feel like you're an imposter, you're not. You're not. I know I'm not an imposter. I know that I deserve all the things, and I know that no matter what happens, I'm going to get all the things, and I'm just going to keep trusting in God to bring me all the things. So yeah, follow your dreams, you guys. Later days.